Well, welcome everyone. I have the absolute privilege and honor of interviewing Michelle Roseberry, who is the principal in charge of our HBK offices here in Columbus, Ohio. So we are here in Columbus where my beloved Buckeyes reside. And I thought it would be a great opportunity, since I have this time with Michelle, to ask her some leadership questions, some culture questions, and give that information to you. And I know it's going to be very valuable for you today. So please pay attention and welcome Michelle Roseberry. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Michelle, as I wanted you to kind of tell me just one of your favorite leadership stories, from your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you wouldn't mind just sharing that with us as we get started, I'd really appreciate it.
Sure, a couple things come to mind, but one goes back to before I was even in public accounting. In college, I coached a dance team, and they were through a school, and the team had never done very well at all, and it was a matter of just getting them to work together as a team. And that year, they went from never ever placing at their state national competition to becoming the state national champs. And it was just a matter of, I don't really think you motivate people, but you have to give them a reason to try. And we do see that a lot here in the office as well, where it's just a matter of working with people, giving them the tools to reach their highest potential, and working with them through that and helping them to understand what is their role in making everything work right.
Oh, that's great. I love that. And I'm a sports guy, so I love hearing stories about sports because it does apply in business. As far as what you see for the Columbus office here, I know you're a big visionary. I know you shared your vision with your team earlier this year, but what do you see as the potential here in Columbus for HBK?
I see that there's lots of opportunities for HBK in Columbus, that we really just need to narrow our focus on who we're targeting, because we have so many tools and resources that we can help clients. We just need to find that right niche, and I think we can really grow and become the expert, if you want to say expert, in that area. That we have a lot of great people here that can really benefit the clients and help them grow.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that, and I love how you said, help our clients grow. So, Michelle, what drives you as a leader to continually try to be your best? What is it that you wake up every morning and you think to yourself, what gets you up in the morning, brings you here, and gives you the energy to carry through your days?
A lot of it is helping our clients, but also seeing our employees or team members be successful and achieve their goals. I just really like to get out and talk to people and find out what is it that they want to do and how can they do that. And if I can help them in any way, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. So all the service-driven businesses, especially the higher quality service-driven businesses like doctors and lawyers and CPAs, they all have their general stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the stereotypes that you've heard about CPAs that you would like to dispel for anybody out there who might take in that stereotype and believe it?
CPAs just like to work with the numbers, and they're not personable. They want to just sit in an office all day long and crunch numbers. And I really have found over the years, working even with our current team, that yes, there are some that would rather just sit and work on the numbers, but a lot of them want to know, how does your business operate? Why did this business start? And just getting to the heart of the business so that we can help them further their business.
That's really awesome. And I don't like stereotypes, but I do hear being in this world with you, some of those things as well. And I think it does give us a great opportunity when we are more service driven and we're there to be advisors. It allows us the opportunity to dispel those and become something that customers didn't expect and clients didn't expect.
Because it's more than just the numbers. Yes, we do have to know how to format a financial statement and how to audit certain areas of their business, but there are people behind those numbers. And if if they want to grow their business or if they need that financial statement to take it to the bank, we want to make sure that they're on track with what they're trying to do as a business.
Yeah, that's awesome. So there's a statement that we make at HBK. It's working together sets us apart. What does that mean to you personally?
Lots of things.
Yeah.
When we first started, we've been with HBK 5 years as an office, or 4 years. And when I first came to HBK, it amazed me how the other offices wanted to work with each other and help out in development, share ideas, because we were just becoming the HBK and accustomed to the HBK way of doing things. But more than that, so internally it means a lot working together with the other offices, but externally being real true partners with our clients. We always heard in the industry trusted business advisor and trusted partners, but working together sets us apart. We really want to build that relationship with our clients and to be able to help them through whatever transactions they're doing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think taking that approach with clients, I love the statement that if you take care of people, money takes care of itself. And too often times, people are so worried about, in business, are worried about making sure that they give the service that they're paid for and no more and no less. But I love that idea that we are advocates and trusted advisors, meaning we're essentially a part of our clients' firms or organizations, and we add an extra value.
Yeah, I was meeting with a client over lunch, and there was another person there. We were all talking, and he made the comment that HBK is really a cog in their wheel to help them be successful as a business. I mean, we've connected them with bankers, we've connected them with attorneys when they had that need. Instead of them just flipping open a page on Google, they called me and said, hey, do you know an attorney that can help me with some estate planning? Or do you know a banker? We want to buy these buildings, and here's the rate our current banker is giving us. We want to know, is that the best we can do? And so through resources we had here, or people that I know, I gave them some other contacts, and they were able to get a better rate on that bank deal, and they were able to do some estate planning.
Oh my gosh. And that I think another thing in our world, the financial services world, is we take care of the things that keep people up at night. And I think, do you think in general that people in this world really value how much we take care of people's personal lives, make their lives better? Do you think that's something we can help perpetuate a little more?
I think we could help with that more, because the things we deal with are the items business owners, you're right, that keeps them up at night, but during the day they don't even think about those. And so with us as a partner, we can help them so they don't have to worry about, did my accountant reconcile the bank statement? Are we getting the best for our tax purposes, for our write-offs? So those are the things that they don't have to worry about anymore. They can trust us and know that we're getting them the best they can.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I do want to talk to you about one, I guess, a little hot button item, if you don't mind. So you're a female leader in a industry that is dominated by males. What's that like? And is there anything you would tell younger females who are aspiring to be a partner or a high-level leader like yourself to do, to discipline themselves in, to think like? Is there any advice you could give?
It's been interesting over the years, because a lot of times I go into a room and I'm the only female. So first, the advice I would give another female is, don't let that inhibit you sharing your knowledge. You know what you're doing, and so just show people that you know what you're doing. I will say that it does take a lot more, you have to prove yourself a lot more than other people sometimes. Not always, but some people it takes a lot more convincing that yes, I do know what I'm doing, even though I'm a female. But I would tell them, don't let that hinder where you want to go in your career, because there's still lots of opportunities. And as long as you go into a room confidently, not overconfident, but confidently. And several times I've had people say, are you uncomfortable since you're the only female? No, I'm not uncomfortable, because I'm not uncomfortable with who I am. So just being confident and not being afraid to talk in a room like that because you know what you're doing. And just knowing that you're where you are because of the knowledge you have and you've earned it.
That's awesome. I have 2 girls, and I always want to make sure that they know that there are no limitations in any field they want to go into, and no matter what society puts out or whatever the narrative is, that they can break the mold, break the narrative. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you sharing that. Let's talk on a leadership level. Okay, what advice would you give young leaders on disciplines, on skills, on practices that they can do to get better in order to become a partner of a firm one day, or even a principal in charge? What would be some advice you'd give?
Make sure you're doing some learning on your own about leadership, because especially as a CPA, you're not taught leadership in college. You're taught your technical skills. And so to gain the leadership thoughts and ideas, you need to do some self-study. Take as many courses as you can on being a good leader. The other thing is paying attention to the people around you. Leaders are only as good as the people around them, and so you need to have good support, but also making sure that you're transitioning your skills to the people, your team members, so that they can become strong leaders as well. But it's really important to keep track of not necessarily the most current leadership trends, but what has been historically good practices of excellent leaders.
Yeah, that's great. And that continual learning, it is such a common theme you hear. Is there anything, so you know how young leaders, they want it to happen faster than it should. Is there anything you could tell them about continuance or continually overcoming adversity that might inspire them wherever they're at, if they're watching this right now, and they're thinking, it's never going to happen for me? Is there any encouragement or inspiration you could give them about continually fighting through adversity?
I would say the best thing to do in fighting through adversity is learn from every experience, because you're going to be able to fall back on that as you grow in your career and look at that and think about, what did I learn from that can help me now? And those are usually really strong life lessons that you get from those experiences that you're going to use.
That's so good. That's so good. I know that there's so many people out there right now who they just need that little bit of a push. They just need a little extra oomph. And I really appreciate you taking the time to share your knowledge and your wisdom with us. What would be some ways that people could get in contact with you if they needed to connect with you? What are some ways that people could do that?
They could go on our website at hbkcpa.com and get my contact information there, or on LinkedIn. Either way. I mean, I'm always open to have a call or meet someone for coffee to just talk about what are they experiencing in their career or their path to the career that they want to have.
That's awesome. So if you get an opportunity to connect with Michelle, I've got all the information down in the description below, and we will leave the information on the podcast so that you can connect with her further. Please do follow her and connect with her on LinkedIn and reach out to her for coffee. You cannot put a price tag on the amount of wisdom that you can gain by sitting down with somebody like Michelle, or just reaching out to her and learning from the things that she posts, and the inspiration that she provides of being a female leader in a male-dominated world. She had to work extra hard to get to where she's at, and we have got to encourage more young men, and especially young women, to follow in her footsteps. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Michelle, for your time.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.